Hey guys, Mario here. So, yes, I got a new hat. Yes, I'm wearing my scarf. I'm kind of getting ready to go out and meet a friend for coffee. And I want to take time today and talk to you guys about these LGBT who live, breathe, eat, and sleep LGBT. It's interesting because those are the characters that are get really offended by characters like me who step out of that bubble, that environment, and actually exist and live normal lives, as normal as we possibly can, within the greater community at large. We don't live in a gayborhood. We live in a regular suburb of with I don't think what anybody in 500 yards is another LGBT couple. Now they might be. Pull up the grinder. I'm sure I'll find somebody, but that's a real issue for me and something that my parents were very big on dispelling, that notion that I have to live in a certain area or I have to fit in a certain specific group and I can only exist within that certain specific group. My mom paralleled it very, very much to immigrants who come here for the first time. They come into this country and they move into little barrios or neighborhoods where their culture is predominant and they feel safe in it. And I can understand that there's the safety element of them moving into a place where they feel comfortable because this is their culture and a lot of these people share the same environment. What becomes dangerous is when those people refuse to expand their horizons and they choose to live out their entire lives in these small communities. When Abuelita Guadalupe goes on the bus and accidentally takes the wrong bus because she never decided to learn English. She missed her exit or whatever the case may be. She ends up in Beverly Hills. She ends up in South Central, maybe not even South Central. She ends up in uh, Simi Valley. And the area is no longer predominantly Hispanic. The area is now predominantly Caucasian or African American or even Asian. And when Grandma Guadalupe goes, speak Spanish, speak Spanish, and she's looking for somebody and no one can help her. I can't say that it's our responsibility because she didn't learn Spanish when she got, or English when she got here. This is a problem. And my mom was really, really big on explaining that to me. And this is explaining that this is the reason why I need to learn more than one language. I need to understand Spanish. I need to understand English because what if I get on the wrong bus and I end up in South Central and someone walks up to me and goes, Oye, ¿de dónde vienes? ¿Qué haces aquí? And I look at him and I go, what? I don't understand. And I put myself in a dangerous situation. So it's one of those being able to communicate, especially in English, is a huge thing here in America. Parallel that to these LGBT who live in West Hollywood. They breathe West Hollywood. They only shop gay businesses. They have forms that tell them which are the Human Rights Campaign approved businesses that they can go shopping at. And that's scary that these people actually have to live and breathe and bleed rainbow. Otherwise, they don't feel they're a good enough gay. I get told all the time that I'm not a good gay because I don't watch show tunes, or I'm not a good gay because I didn't watch Mommy Dearest. I'm a terrible gay because I don't know about Stonewall. And not to say that I don't know everything about Stonewall. I know some things. I know that it's significant in LGBT history as a marking point where we wake up and say, hey, look, we're here, we're queer, get used to it. I get that. But what scares me is these LGBT who live, breathe, and die rainbow to the point where someone like me who can go and is going to go to a gala, you know, suit and tie, cocktail dresses gala where the city leaders are going to be, where the assembly leaders are going to be, Senate leaders are, because this is what we do. We're part of the greater community, and they invite me. And if my husband goes without me, the first thing they ask him is, where's Mario? Why didn't he come? So it's kind of an expected thing within my community that where my husband goes, I go, and we are seen as a unit. I've lived here my entire life. I've lived here over 30 years, off and on. I left for college for 10 years. But before that, I grew up out here. So I know most of the population out here. They watched me grow up. I performed for them. I've engaged them on a personal level, and I don't need the LGBT community of the Palmdale area or the Lancaster area or the Antelope Valley at all to accept me, because I accept myself, and I can travel between these two worlds, both gay and straight, and continue to be who I am. And that's the magic of what I do. I live to be myself and not to be anyone else, and not to be confined by any one thing, whether it be my Hispanicness, whether it be my LGBTness, whether it be my Americanness. I am me. And I will see you guys later.